Welcome to all. In this video we will see mapping populations used in crop improvement programs. The populations used for mapping the genes is called as mapping population, and they usually obtained from the controlled crosses of two divergent parents. The selection of parents with sufficient variation for the trait of interest at the phenotype level and genotype level is the first step for the production of mapping population. Higher the variation between two parents, it is much easier to find the recombination, and parents should not be diverse that they are unable to cross. There are different types of mapping populations such as F2 population, F2-3 population, recombinant inbred lines, backcross populations, near isogenic lines, doubled haploids. In the basic, we select two parents which are genetically diverged and they are crossed together to obtain the F1 parent. So once F1s are selfed, we will get F2 populations, and from the F2 continuous single seed descent method we will go for F3, F4 populations. Finally we will get recombinant inbred lines which are almost homozygous in nature. Similarly, the F1 parents are crossed with one of the parent called backcross 1, and again it is crossed with continuously crossed with the parent. We will go up to backcross 2, backcross 3. Finally we will get near isogenic lines that are similar to the parent except a single allele of our interest. And another kind of population is called doubled haploid. The F1 plants are subjected to anther culture or haploid induction technique so that haploid plants are produced. These haploid chromosomes are doubled by either natural mechanisms or using agents such as colchicines, and these populations with 2n chromosome number is called DH population or doubled haploid or dihaploid population. These populations are also useful for studying the mapping. Now we will see the populations one by one. First is F2 population. This is the simplest form of the mapping population. We cross the parent 1 and parent 2 and F1 get, and the F1 is self to get the F2 population. The F2 populations are outcome of single meiotic cycle. The segregation ratio for the codominant marker is generally 1:2:1, while segregation ratio for each dominant marker is 3:1. The merits are we can develop this population with minimum effort, and it is suitable for preliminary mapping and it takes very less time. And demerits are the outcome of only one meiotic cycle, so we will not get high precision, and limited use of fine mapping, so we cannot use it for fine mapping, and it is not immortal population since they are subject to segregation during next generations, and difficult to map the quantitative traits using F2 population. Next one is F2-3 population. If we self the F2 individuals for a single generation, it is called F2-3 population. It is suitable for specific situations like mapping of quantitative trait, especially mapping of recessive genes. And demerit is it is also not immortal, subjected to segregation during next generations. Another population is called doubled haploids. The doubled haploids produced by chromosome doubling of the haploid plants which are developed by in vitro or in vivo method. The merits are it is immortal permanent population. We can use it for mapping parents for hybridization, and fast. This is the fastest production method for homozygous line. It shortens the breeding cycle. The demerits are it incurs high cost to develop the double haploid population, and somoclonal variation may affect the homozygosity of these populations. Next one is backcross population. Backcrossing is a method of crossing the F1 hybrid with one of its parents, and usually we cross the F1 with the recessive parents. The offspring produced has genetic identity similar to that of parent. The merit is it produces the elite genotype of recurrent parent which will produce elite genotypes at the end of the backcrossing program. The elite recombination is not lost by this method, and it takes less time required to develop the backcross population. The demerits we cannot use for quantitative traits at the earliest period and more restricted for the recessive traits, and require many seasons to develop such populations, and it is not a immortal population subject to segregation. Next population is recombinant inbred lines. The real population is developed using continuous selfing or sib-mating progeny of the individual member of F2 populations until complete homozygosity is achieved. Single seed descent method is the best for the development of recombinant inbred lines. Bulk or pedigree method without selection can also be used, and segregation ratio of Rill's population is generally 1:1. The merits, we can get immortal populations and it can be replicated over different locations since they are homozygous, and it is good suitable populations for QTL mapping and the product of many meiotic cycles, so it is useful to identify the tightly linked markers. The demerits are it requires many seasons and time to develop the recombinant inbred lines, and Rill's development is difficult in crops having high inbreeding depression. Next population is called near isogenic lines. The nils are lines of genetic codes that are identical except the difference at a few specific locations of the genetic loci. The near isogenic lines can be developed by repeated selfing or backcrossing of F1s with recurrent parent. Irrespective of dominant or codominant markers, nils segregate into 1:1 ratio. The merits are it is an immortal population, it is used for targeting traits and used in functional genomic studies, used for fine mapping. Demerits, many generations are required to develop the nils and we cannot use it in linkage mapping. Increased cost, time, efforts is the demerit, and linkage drag is a problem in nils populations. Thank you.